In the frozen wilderness of Russia's Ural Mountains, 9 hikers set out on a daring winter expedition. But what they discovered, or rather, what happened to them, remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. This is the story of the Dyatlov Pass Incident, a mystery that has puzzled scientists, investigators, and conspiracy theorists for over 60 years. It was late January 1959. A group of 9 experienced hikers from the Ural Polytechnic Institute in Sverdlovsk, Russia, planned a trek through the harsh Ural Mountains. The expedition was led by Igor Dyatlov, a 23-year-old engineering student with a passion for adventure. The group consisted of 7 men and 2 women, all young, strong, and trained in survival. Their goal, to reach Otorten Mountain, a remote and icy peak. At first, everything went according to plan. The hikers documented their trip with photographs and diary entries, showing laughter, songs, and the strong bond of friendship. But as they ventured deeper into the mountains, the weather grew harsher. Snowstorms, freezing winds, and temperatures dropping below -30 degrees Celsius. Still, Dyatlov and his team pressed forward. On February 1st, the group set up their final campsite on the eastern slope of a mountain locals called Kholat Shachel, meaning the Mountain of Death. Days passed, and the hikers failed to return. Relatives grew worried. On February 20th, a search party was dispatched. What they found was horrifying. The tent was discovered, but it was torn open from the inside. Inside lay personal belongings, shoes, and clothes, everything left behind. It looked as if the hikers had fled in panic. Over the next weeks, searchers discovered the bodies, scattered across the snow, half-dressed, some without shoes, some with broken bones and fractured skulls. 2 men were found near a small fire, wearing only underwear. Others were found in strange positions, as if they had been trying to crawl back to the tent. One woman was missing her tongue. What happened on that mountain? No single explanation has ever been proven, but many theories have been suggested. Avalanche theory. Some experts believe the group heard the rumbling of an avalanche, panicked, and cut their way out of the tent to escape. But the slope was not steep enough, and no signs of avalanche were ever found. Military tests. The area was known for secret Soviet military experiments. Some suggest the hikers were victims of missile tests or chemical weapons. Radiation traces support this theory. Infrasound theory. A scientific explanation suggests powerful winds created low-frequency sounds, causing panic and hallucinations among the hikers. Paranormal theories. From UFOs to Yetis, conspiracy theorists have offered wild explanations. Some locals even claimed glowing orange lights were seen in the sky that night. The autopsies revealed disturbing details. Some victims died of hypothermia, but others had fatal injuries that could not be explained by simple accidents. One hiker's chest was crushed with a force comparable to a car crash, yet, strangely, no external wounds. Another had a fractured skull, and radiation traces were found on some clothing. In 1959, Soviet investigators declared the cause of death as an unknown compelling force. The case was closed, but the mystery lived on. In 2019, Russian authorities reopened the investigation. After 2 years, they concluded that an avalanche was the most likely cause. But many experts, survivors' families, and researchers remain unconvinced. The Dyatlov Pass incident continues to fascinate the world. Books, documentaries, and films have tried to solve it, But the truth remains buried in the snow of the Ural Mountains. To this day, hikers and adventurers visit Dyatlov Pass, some to honor the victims, and others to seek answers. But perhaps the mountain itself will never give up its secret. 9 lives, a torn tent, mysterious injuries, and a chilling silence in the frozen night. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains an unsolved riddle of human history, and as long as the mystery endures, it will continue to haunt the imagination of all who hear this story.